What is the most hated thing as a music producer? Yeah, you guessed it, beatblock. But wait, what is beatblock? You see, beatblock is a phenomenon that consists in not having any idea on what to produce. It usually occurs after creating music for a long time without any pauses, and it can sometimes knock your door even if you haven't made beats for weeks. But what is the truth about beatblock? Am I not good enough to make music? Is this a wrong world for me? No. You see, for me, beatblock doesn't exist. Let me explain. When we talk about beatblock, we basically talk about burning out. Exactly like if you worked out too much and your body needed a rest, you've studied too much and you can't focus, or you've mixed a track for too long and you're a tunnel vision. You see where I'm going? Creative wise, even though taking a rest can sometimes help, there are ways that can help you get around beatblock and get even more creative. And I'm gonna share some of them in this video. Okay, so the first tip that I wanna give you is try out new genres, and specifically genres that you don't want to make. So in this case, I've got this spin the wheel website opened up on my browser, and I've got genres that I don't fancy making at all. So yeah, I'm just gonna let the wheel spin. I'm gonna choose one of these, and I hope that reggaeton doesn't come out, otherwise I'm gonna break my fucking keyboard. Ooh. Now that's interesting. Okay, so this is gonna be super hard. So let's convert this. So my plan is to sample the part that I like the most and then to just put it on time. Okay, so I've got two parts that I'm gonna sample, and yeah, that's basically it. And now we're gonna use our boy Fruity Slicer. Slice on beat, turn up the attack so we don't hear that pop, pop, pop. Oh my lord, good lord. So the melody is not exactly on time, but I actually want to keep that because it gives the beat a nice bounce and it makes up for a very nice groove, and I think it fits the vibe really well. So the second tip that I want to give you is a rule that I invented, so I own the copyright for it, and it is the rule of the contrary. And what that is a rule that involves in you doing the opposite of what you would normally do. You can use this to your advantage and do things that you've never expected, and trust me, most of the times things come out really good. So now, before making the actual hi-hat, let's choose a loop. Let's listen to the second part. Let's do something with the hi-hat. Let's put them every 4 steps. Let's make it duplicate. Let's turn the velocity super down. Let's go to the pen and let's pen them almost to the right or left, I don't know. Then let's copy the hi-hat pattern and let's shift it just a touch. The third idea is something that I'm not really showing right now, but I actually did before making the beat. Look at other people's workflows and try to imitate them. This doesn't mean that you have to copy people. This only means that if a person is doing something that sparks your interest, you can try and replicate it or even modifying it to your advantage. Okay, now I want to complement the melody before making the bass, not an 808 because Come on, it doesn't suit this beat. I was thinking of maybe building some piano chords and then using some vocals, some happying vocals. I think they're gonna fit pretty well, so let's do that. And little did I know that this piano was gonna take me 30 minutes and I wasn't even gonna finish it. And this actually brings me on to one of the other points that I wanted to make, which is don't trash your ideas, just set them apart. Let me explain. Sometimes you make a melody and you don't like it, so you're just gonna go to a new project without saving the old one. But save that project, save it for later. You can come back to it a few days after, and trust me, 90% of the time, you're gonna like that melody, you're gonna make something for it. This is because when you're making, let's say, a melody for a long time, you go in tunnel vision or you just get mad because it doesn't sound the way you want. Fuck you. Come on. Well, I think that's enough. So, yeah, I'm gonna arrange this thing and I'm gonna let you guys listen to the final product.